into trying to whoop you when you was younger, you know, because it was frightening just to get to hold your hand out and be hit in the hand with the ruler, you know. I kind of escaped some of those classes with those older teachers that they was like, don't be in Miss Whippet room or don't be in Miss Payne room. And you know these women had different types of straps. And okay, then you're looking at, this is a fan belt come off a car. You whoop me in my hand so hard with it, I can't even hold my pencil now. When I did get the whooping in the hand with the fan belt, you know.
Right.
Then I couldn't even hold it. My hand is hurting now.
Right.
Yeah, we had chores. Why you holding the broom like that? Because my hand is still hurting.
Wow.
And be like, hey, don't whoop him like that. You know. You give him a punishment or something, or you tell me and I'll whoop. You know. And like some of those teachers, they didn't have a lot of teachers, so you had to wind up over there when your teacher didn't come or something. We didn't have a lot of substitutes, and I know firsthand on being, I got whooped. I still got whooped. I still wound up being in that class and getting a taste of it. That's what I was saying.
So in other words, when you were sent there, they weren't your regular teachers.
No, I'm just saying they were there, and I was like, you know, they got 2 4th grade teachers, 2 5th grade teachers, and stuff like that. And the worst teacher of all, the one I just was telling you about.
Yes.
My gosh.
Yeah.
That was the teacher I told you. Her saying was, "I'm gonna jack your back up like a helicopter." I remember wearing sweaters. Extra shirts and stuff. She promised you a whooping that tomorrow you was going to get that whooping tomorrow.
Right, I bet.
And so you try to prepare yourself, you know. Okay, I'm going to wear these couple of sweaters. She'll make you get out of them and stuff, man. And she had a gin belt.
Oh, she applied a gin belt to you too?
Man. Gosh, man. And I thought that, I can't control how I'm going to act. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do in this class? Right. How am I going to get through here?
Yeah. And
she's going to beat me to death. He did this, and he you know, this was to help the whole class, and it humiliates me, you know, and he should be humiliated in front of this class. So you know what I'm going to do? Man, they gave me about 10 licks in front of the class.
Oh, in front of the class.
I had to put my hands on the teacher's desk.
Do you think that children have to have pain and humiliation in order to learn a lesson? Even emotional pain included. I'm talking any form of pain. Do children have to have some form of pain and humiliation in order to learn a lesson?
No.
Now, I just want to introduce you. First of all, this is a friend of mine. His name is Willie. We're talking about Mississippi schools when he was a little boy. And, you know, we're talking about punishment. Punishment in Mississippi is quite brutal. And, you know, I want you to tell us about when you were in school. You mentioned to me a little story about when the teacher would go out and there was always a little girl who had to write down who was bad. Yeah. And tell us, who was bad all the time? Give us tell us what happened.
That was me. I class clown, you know, and I would break the rule and talk, you know.
Oh, he talked.
And she was like the honor student of the class. And when I don't talk, you take my name down, and then I got to get a whoop in front of everybody, you know. And it's basically because you be trying to listen or learn or whatever, and I'm over here making the whole class laugh, and you don't think it's so funny, and you just waiting on your chance when she lets you take names to get back at. Mostly in elementary, it was 3 strikes, and 5 was like you just really was acting up. It was the worst whooping I had got. That time they hit me in the hand with the belt, with the fan belt. I may have been singled out for talking or you know, something, but
it was
gosh, I tried to be good because I didn't want that fan belt, you know.
Right.
And I had seen so many kids that getting the fan belt in the hand, and I'm like, I never gotten that. And then my only time she got me was the worst. I believe that she was waiting to get me over there in her class so I can teach you a lesson.
Oh.
And she whooped my hand so hard, man. I can't even hold the broom or mop the floor, you know, when I get home to do my chores.
Were you able to do your homework that
Can't
night?
even hold the pencil.
As you could not even hold a pencil to do your schoolwork.
Yeah, and I've seen it happen so many times. You know, poor child can't even hold his pencil. You know.
Wow, what was the point?
Yeah,
you know,
and you whooping him in the hand he got it right with. And then you don't know no better to try to give him the left one, and you right-handed, you stick the right one out. And she had a belt that was carved like a strap, but it was carved like those paddle boards. But it was actually a big piece of Virginian fan belt, a big belt that came from a real gin, you know.
From a real gin?
Cotton gin. That run these big pulleys. It was big strap belts.
See, there are no standards on these weapons that teachers can
and
use
they could
children.
make these things up and bring them to school to get you. And then when I got to high school, okay, here they got paddles with the shape, with the handles, like, and they had the ones with some of them, you know, these shop teachers would make these for these teachers with holes in them. And talk about how they gonna suck the meat through the holes and all this old stuff. And they got so outrageous with it. Like I say, I know Mr. Wicks was like, hey, 3, licks with the paddle is enough, you know. I mean, y'all overdoing it, giving the guy 10 licks and whatnot. And it just was too much, and I remember them trying to tone it down. And the lady that whooped me on my back, the only thing that saved me in her class was she knew that I had a lot of potential, that I wasn't putting out because I'm hiding behind clowning, you know,
right?
And to keep from beating me to death, she moved me beside her desk, and I finished my whole year beside her desk, but the whooping stopped. You know, she started using a different method on me.
Wow. It sounds like in our American school system, you've been whipped on your back, basically flogged.
Yeah.
You've been beaten on the palms of your hands.
And
you've been cracked over your knuckles. You've been beaten on your buttocks with a wooden board.
I gotta go get punished in the corner. I gotta stand in the corner, stand on one foot. Okay, you want to believe me, but yet you still punish me. You didn't whoop me, but you still punished me over here. Got me holding books and standing in the corner.
How did you have to hold your hands with the books?
Hold your hands out with the books in your hands and stand on one foot. That was abusive. Then getting the whooping and go sit down.
Did you have to do that in front of the class? Or
oh, man. Oh, you always stood in the front of the class, but you was like over in the corner there with
standing there with the
everybody looking at you. You know, and then your arms are hurting and all this. And come on, man. And if you can't do it, and then long as she wants you to do it, you done went through all of that for nothing if you drop the book or you just can't do it anymore. Now you still get the whooping. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
That's what our children are still facing.
Hey, she left in our sleep, and she came back in our sleep, and there you go. My name was at the top of the paper.
Ah.
Brenda, how can he do this when he's asleep? How? Well, I know he's gonna talk if you wake up. No, you're gonna get the whooping that you want him to get, and that stopped.
So she whooped the girl?
Yeah, she did. She never got a whooping, but she got one that day for that. I just was glad it all came to the light. And
you were a 5th grader at that time, that particular year?
Yes, yes, I was a 5th grader.
Event took place. Okay.
Right. And
wow. What do you have to say to Montel Williams and other black American men about this, especially since the primary targets are children of color?
I like to say, Montel, please help us raise awareness on this. You know, you being a popular black brother yourself, and I know you feel and understand where we're coming from with this. So would you please help us raise awareness against this, and especially here in our state. We need your voice, especially here in Mississippi. We need you.
Helping to put an end to corporal punishment in Anguilla. The organization, The Hitting Stops Here, lined downtown sidewalks to voice their opinion. The Anguilla School District is one of the districts that still uses corporal punishment. Protesters say this method is outdated and they want change.
We in Mississippi are among the last remaining schools that still use this ineffective, brutal practice. And I don't want to be, when I get out there next year to become a teacher, you better not put a paddle in my hand, because you are insulting me as a person.
The organization plans to make several stops in the metro area this weekend.